I'm super into how can AI make my life better. Our lives have been bananas.
Like, I don't want to listen to a podcast. I don't want to listen to a song because my mind's going a mile a minute. I call my dad.
Oh my God, it was like a Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake moment.
Oh yeah, I mean, boobies out.
Girls, get into trades, please.
Fucking figure it out.
I retract my statement. You actually don't need trades. You just need to go to YouTube.
If it's not right, bye.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Why does Dad have to travel? Well, so that we can have dinner, honey.
Boom.
Action.
Oh yeah, there might be a delivery from Costco, just so you know.
Are you getting your groceries delivered?
No.
Right now?
It's a camera. Yeah. Okay, back to the podcast.
Now we got all the operational things out of the way.
Just a quick camera delivery.
Great. I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. I think the last time I saw you was when we did this last week.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, it's been our lives have been bananas.
Oh no, you brought Jill and Liana to bar on
that's
Friday
right.
morning.
That's right.
Yeah, which was great. Which was so fun. It was fun to see that.
I had so many friends this week come into town, and it was so fun. It was so fun. I felt like I ran an Airbnb a bit, but
I know you were a busy gal.
I loved every second.
I know. I almost went to dinner with you guys on Thursday night, and Chris did not care. It was my anniversary.
I know.
He didn't care at all. But at the same time, I'm like, it's our anniversary. I'm going to stay home and,
spend time with your husband. Yeah. That's why you have to get 2 anniversaries. So then you can choose which one you want to celebrate. Yes.
So, well, your 2 anniversaries work out well because you have your elope anniversary and you have your everybody was
legit
there anniversary.
Yeah.
I don't want to have 2 anniversaries like my parents. That's their first marriage and their second marriage.
True. Or one marriage and another marriage.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Would be bad. So so you went to Tina Turner.
Yes. Well,
was it
after
the same
I saw
one?
you, yeah, it was the same one we saw.
Okay.
Not the same people. I will say that the chick that played Turner, her voice was outstanding.
Really?
Oh
as
my
good
God.
as the chick that we saw?
Yes.
Okay.
Voice-wise.
That's gotta be like the hardest person to cast because like you gotta sing, dance, act.
Well, you can't fuck that up.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
and belt it out.
yes, because you are going to compare that person to Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Does she sound like her? No, but she was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some stuff I'm like, I dare not say of, the dead R.I.P. Tina, but it was really, really good. Maybe even a little better. But like the chick you and I saw a few years ago, she was like Angela Bassett when she played Tina.
Oh yeah.
Her body was like,
rocking.
There wasn't an ounce of fat
Right.
on her. This girl just had a different frame.
Yeah.
She was still super, super strong. She just had a different frame. It was so hot in there though. I don't know if the air broke or someone forgot to turn it on. It was so hot.
What night did you go?
Friday, right as like the heat was coming on heavy.
Oh yeah.
And she had a malfunction with her dress. So you know how like at the end of Tina, it turns into a concert?
Yeah.
So she like comes out with the new dress on and comes running down and the back of her dress pops open, falls down.
No way.
Boobies out. Now she had a bra on, but
What did everybody do? They
you
did.
know, but she
like
played
audibly
it off so
gasped.
well, audible gasp, but people were cheering too because it's like the finale.
Did she just go with it and
she
go
just like
naked?
her eyes got big and she just kind of shrugged her shoulders and she put her dress
that's
back
cute.
up.
That's cute.
It malfunctioned 2 more times.
No way.
But so then when she started doing Nutbush, like she had to run off stage and she's just like singing from the wings.
Wouldn't she just change?
Well, I mean, I just don't know how quickly.
Yeah, that's true. They probably already had it like
I mean,
all
put
in
on
order.
a Tina Turner t-shirt from the merch.
Right, right.
No
Everybody
one's
would have
gonna be
loved
mad.
it.
Yeah. But no, it was so good.
Oh my God, it was like a Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake moment.
Oh yeah. I mean, boobies
Whoa.
out. And then it just was not put on right. It was kind of like
It's probably put on
turned to the
half-assed.
side. Yeah. But she powered right through. Show must go
for
on. It was
her.
fantastic. It
Well,
was
that
so good.
shows a true professional.
She was a true performer. She
Yeah.
was outstanding. It was so good. And like when it ends, and I get so emotional, especially a big finale in a Broadway show. Like I well up. I'm trying to like smile and cheer and sing along, but I'm like sobbing. I get so emotional.
Why? Because are you proud of the performers?
Yeah, but I think it's just, I don't know. It's just an abundance of like,
it's a
like
lot.
I think it's the
energy is high.
Yeah. And it's almost like my spirit just overflows.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So it was so good. So I went from seeing a Broadway show on Friday night to Chris playing contractor in the backyard and putting in a road.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I was waiting for Randy to see it on our stories and be like, funny. No one invited me to come over and help.
The least handy people in the whole world right here.
So, it was funny.
We went to the Loons game on Friday night.
Yes.
It was so fun. I think it was Friday night. Yeah, Friday night.
It was Friday
ladies' night.
Yes.
Ladies' night. So Glow sponsored. And all the girls were in Glow gear. And Chad, our awesome producer, was there taking pictures. And we got to be on the Jumbotron. So maybe we can show that, Kelsey. Yeah. Anyway, Chad got a great picture of us.
No, that was fantastic. I know. I texted him right after I saw you guys at bar. And I was like, hey, what are the chances the girls get on the Jumbotron?
Yeah.
So, and he made it happen.
He made it happen. Thank you, Chad.
And it was a great photo, too.
Thanks.
Yeah. Like you, Jill, and Liana are like,
and we didn't even know he was taking the picture, honestly.
That's perfect.
We did tell him to give us a 5-second interval prior so that we could fluff our hair.
Well, your hair was great.
It was.
Did the Loons win?
I don't know.
Oh.
Did the Loons
Chad,
win?
Did the Loons win? Memorable game. Chad can't even remember. Ooh.
I don't know.
Oh, they were probably distracted by the beauty of the Glow girls.
We stayed till the 6th inning. That was a big deal for us.
Oh, you didn't stay till the 7th inning stretch? If I was there, we would have had to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Then we could have left.
Do they do that?
Yes.
Oh. I never stay long enough, I hate to admit.
Oh, I can't leave until Take Me Out to the Ball Game. That's the best part.
Okay.
Agree to disagree.
I like a baseball game like that. That's my pace. It's like you can get up and leave. You're not bugging anybody. Nobody's getting out of your way. I can go up and get a refill on wine. I got popcorn.
Nice.
Everyone got a pretzel.
Oh.
Happy.
I think there's a gluten-free stand at the Loon Stadium now, isn't there?
There was last year. I'm not sure if they still have it or not.
You didn't go enough, so they took it down.
I didn't go enough. I know, and I barked at them too. Every time that they would put something out, I'd be like, it'd be nice if you had a gluten-free stand.
Well, they brought it, and you didn't show up enough, so they're like, fuck it, we're taking it away.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Anyway, yes, so I had really great friends in town 2 different times of my life. And it was so fun just to catch up and have a good time with all of them. We did different things. Like we did Wednesday night was Stephanie and Neil and her daughter Sydney. And so we just hung out, had drinks. Randy got delayed. And then we, what did we do? Oh, she came to Glow. And what did we do? We just hung out, I guess, Thursday. Oh. And then the other girls came. Literally, she left at 3:00. The other girls arrived at 3:18.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, like Jill had to make her own bed. I felt bad. And and then we just went to dinner on Thursday night. Invited you. You had other plans. It was your anniversary.
It was my anniversary.
And then went to your bar class. It was great.
Yes.
On Friday, and then had the Loons Friday night. And Saturday, I had a wedding. I love weddings.
Yes.
I love being invited to weddings. Invite me to every single wedding. I will be the best guest. I bring the best gifts / money. And don't invite me to anything prior.
Oh, no showers.
I
no
mean,
bachelorette
okay,
parties.
I might come, but like weddings are just so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
time out. Glow Medical Spa is Mid-Michigan's premier med spa for skin rejuvenation and anti-aging. The trained nurses and estheticians at Glow specialize in non-invasive facial aesthetics such as toxins, fillers, and lasers. Glow is ranked in the top 1% of all providers in the U.S. for Botox and filler, as well as Black Diamond Icon status for HydraFacial.
Glow Body specializes in body contouring with Ensculpt Neo, Emcella, weight loss clinic, and therapeutic massage. Book an appointment today at glow-skinspa.com.
All right, so back to dinner Thursday night.
Yeah. Thursday night. We just went to the club.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was great. And then, anyway, so the wedding was great. Mm-hmm. It was like, well, you were digging a new driveway.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it like a tornado, except it was hot?
Yeah, I mean,
the wind was insane.
The wind was insane. Obviously, when the bulk of what was happening with the road was going down, it was not windy.
Oh,
it probably
thank
would have
God.
been nice for the way that everybody was sweating.
Yeah.
I would just make sure everybody had water, and then I brought them lunch. And then I would say stuff like, is it going to stay like that or are you going to fix
Yeah.
it?
And they're probably like,
But I mean, it was 4 truckloads. And it's like this crushed concrete. So then like it's supposed to rain today. So then that will help pack it down and then it's going to get hot again. So basically like these little sediments in it kind of just reinforces it.
your hair looks so fluffy today. It looks good.
Oh my gosh. I
Did
put
you get
this
something
volume
new in?
spray in
It
there.
looks great.
Right? It was looking pretty flat. So thanks, Miko.
Did you just wash it?
No, it's very dirty.
Ooh, I'll have to get the name of
Don't smell my head.
it. Okay, noted. Well, besides all of my friend gallivanting and
Yes.
wedding going this weekend, I also binged the whole season 2 of Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders.
Oh my gosh, I haven't started watching it
DCC.
yet. I've seen it on my Instagram.
It's so good this season because I won't spoil it for you, but they do get into contracts.
Well, I want to watch it go
Yeah.
down. Do they like watch the whole process go down?
Kinda.
Okay, that's cool.
And there are some girls that are just like, I'm going to quit.
Good for them.
Good for them.
400% raise
Yes.
compared to where they were
Well,
before.
0 to 400. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like basically
I mean-
0. I think they said they paid them, pennies per game.
I think it was like $25 a game.
It was so, like, actually, it was a slap in the face to say, like, we're going to pay you $25. What do you mean? I'm going to pay more in taxes than what I'm going to earn? That's ridiculous. And those girls work so hard, and they're held to the standard of perfection for representing the Cowboys, which is the #1 franchise in all of the NFL. Like, they have so much money. Their facilities are crazy, top notch. Evie did a gym meet in the Ford Stadium where their practice field is. Their practice stadium is better than probably SoFi in LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. And so the money that they have is ridiculous. And they can spend a few pennies on those girls that represent America's sweetheart and their team.
So it will be interesting. Do they end up making more money even with giving them a raise because of the popularity of the show, right? And everything.
Well, that was their argument, was the popularity of the show. In addition, they brought so much awareness to the organization because of TikToks. Everyone's copying the Thunder Dance, which everyone thinks they can do after a couple glasses of wine.
Oh my gosh, I love all the memes that are like, after 3 margaritas, I can do the dance. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows the motions.
Oh, I would start skipping across the field.
Yeah,
And probably like
5 yards at a time. It's so funny because Liana was showing us a video of her girls and their 2 cousins doing it, like last summer. They and everyone knows the choreography of it because they studied it on the show.
Yeah.
And it become really popular. So
Well, and then I think once girls that probably would have never thought about going out to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, but have the talent and the beauty to do it, right? See that and they go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going. I'm trying
fuck
out.
it. I can be a Detroit Lions cheerleader. Fuck it. I can't be a DCC, but maybe I can be Detroit. But these girls are from all over the country. They're so good in the dancing and
Well, and it's going to set the standard for the other dancers for other teams.
the perfection. And at the end, I will spoil this part. Kelly and Judy, the 2 coaches, because they couldn't say anything kind of about these girls going after the contracts because I think they had to keep it completely separated. Because, they work for Dallas.
they work for the
they work for the company.
man.
They work for Jerry. And but at the end when they got it, it's not a secret. They were like, this is 60 years overdue.
Yeah.
And I was so proud of them that they recognized how hard these girls work and that they deserve it.
Yeah.
Because some of these girls are working 3 and 4 jobs because they're like, I moved here and now I can't pay my rent. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And these lazy ass guys that are on the sidelines that don't ever play are making millions of dollars.
So,
I mean, I
can't
shouldn't say
believe
that.
They
They're
don't
very
have like a
talented, too.
DCC like apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Should,
Like
a
remember
dorm.
Models Inc? Like they would just like toss them all into an apartment. I get you're a grown ass woman and you probably have a boyfriend or a husband. You want your own space. Then you have to figure it out.
Right.
But I think they can get a couple of condos.
Yeah,
for
that's not a
girls
bad
to
idea,
condo.
actually. And and they have to go between Arlington, which is where the stadium is,
Mm-hmm.
and Frisco, which is where the practice stadium is, and it's quite a bit of distance between each other.
Yeah, $25 a game doesn't even cover your gas.
No, they take a bus.
Oh,
But
okay.
but whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they have to drive somewhere all
Yeah.
the time every night for
Yeah.
practice after they've worked a full day, learned a new choreography for the week or
I know.
whatever
Is
they're
the
getting.
girl that was like a nurse, but also the head cheerleader who had the boyfriend who was the aspiring actor? Is she still on it?
The nurse.
It might have been her last year.
Oh, I think it was her Kelsey. It's her
Yeah,
last year.
it might have been her last
She
year.
she retired.
Oh, okay. Because you only get to do it for what, 5-6 years?
Yeah, I don't know what the limit is.
There's a limit.
Yeah, there is a limit. And there were some girls that were 6. And I
Okay,
think that
so
was
maybe
so
6
maybe
is-
6 is
yeah.
it. But
And they're like, no, sorry.
plus
boo.
you're half of them need like hip surgery. Cuz you can't go from like a high kick to the
know.
jumping splits and be okay. And
Those
doing that
kicks are
over and over and over.
insane.
Yeah. And if those kicks are not up to Judy and Kelly's standards,
They'll let you know.
no,
They will
girl.
let you
And
know.
I love how they pan over their like closed caption and face on the jumbotron, and just to see how they look. I'm like, no, nope, not cutting it.
Right. But listen, that's
Damn.
reality. Like, this is not meant for everybody's
No,
everybody.
it's not for this
No.
faint of heart.
No.
This is not for anybody that does not want to be pretty on camera in 3D in everyone's faces on a set Sunday
Yeah,
afternoon.
this is not authentic Instagram reels, right? This
No,
is
ma'am.
for the Dallas Cowboy
no,
cheerleaders.
no.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
What about the chick who was the daughter of a girl and she like lived at home?
Oh, Victoria.
Is she still a cheerleader? Did she make
She's
it?
trying out for the Rockettes. No, she did
Oh.
not. The second, I think she got cut like last year or something. I don't know. She got cut one of the years.
Okay.
And then she decided not to retry out
Okay.
or something.
I think she kind of knew that she wasn't going to
yeah.
be a, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And she had some like, I think she felt some way about the coaches.
Okay.
I
Well,
got
yeah,
the
because they're
feeling.
like her aunties because they grew up.
Yeah.
She grew up with them,
Right.
but then they couldn't really give her favoritism because she.
And you
wasn't
know
one
that
of the
you
better
can
ones.
perform Thunder at your own wedding if you're still in good standing as a DCC.
Okay.
I think it's an unwritten rule. So Reese got married and they showed her and like the girls that were still on the squad and trying out the next year. They all performed it at their wedding, like at the reception. It'd be like instead of doing the chicken dance,
Yeah.
they're like, okay, here come the girls, and they all have
All right.
they're in their wedding dresses, or what
Yeah, uh-huh.
and then they all started doing it, and
So it's almost my 45th birthday. So am I allowed to do the Thunder dance?
Yes.
For my 45th
Yes.
birthday, or do I have to call? DCC?
you might need to call Kelly and Judy. No, you can do whatever you want. But as an
Could you imagine?
official,
Oh
like
my
there were
God, it
girls
would be
that were
hysterical.
guests at her wedding
Yeah.
that didn't make the team, and so they were not performing at her wedding.
I mean, this is like a sorority.
I mean, they got strict rules.
huh.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting.
I know all of them.
Interesting. Well, I know what you shouldn't watch if you have got time on your hands is Echo Valley on Apple Plus.
What is that about?
It is about a lady who has a daughter who's an addict, and it's like supposed to be like this
it's
twisty show.
Julianne Moore.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
And-
stopped
and
it
the
halfway.
Sweeney. Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
There was a small chunk, about 3/4 of the way into the movie. Great plot twist, and you're like, okay, this was kind of worth.
Oh, tell me, because
all
I
the
won't
torture.
finish it.
So, yeah, this is for everybody because you
I
don't need
saw
to see
the part
movie.
where she killed her boyfriend.
Okay, but it wasn't her boyfriend.
Oh snap!
So they ended up faking them. They murdered somebody else. But then, is it Julie Sweeney? What's the girl's name?
Oh yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. So her character is a drug addict. And she's messed with all these people, goes to her mom and dad for money all the time.
Yep.
The mom and dad are divorced. The mom had fallen in love with her lesbian horse
yes.
rancher.
Yeah.
So they got married, ran the ranch. The lesbian lover died.
Patty.
So
I think her name was
Oh no,
Patty.
her name was Patty. Yeah. So that storyline was very sad, but it all was moving very, very slow. It was a lot of backstory.
really was.
So basically, Sydney Sweeney's character shows up and is like, hey, I, was fighting with my boyfriend while we were camping and I hit him with a rock. But he was like already wrapped up like in this tarp and all this stuff. Well, the mom is like, I got it, fine. She tells her like, take your clothes off, put them in a bag, dumps this body in the lake by their house. Only to fast forward, and the mom is like trying to find her daughter because she disappeared again after she saved her ass. Goes to this drug house. Well, the boyfriend she claims that she killed answers the door. So, and then the drug dealer that keeps trying to get more money out of the
guy
mom.
that beat the shit out of her.
Yes.
When he came over.
So he keeps like extorting her and coming back for more money. And now he's got it over her like, hey, you dumped the wrong body and you basically committed murder and all this stuff or cover up. So she does a full plot twist and ends up spinning it so that guy gets blamed for it and then blames him for like burning like her barn down. So then she got insurance money.
Oh, good.
Like this whole thing. So she kind of comes up on top, wins a little bit. It starts ignoring her daughter because her daughter, only for it to end with the daughter showing up and the mom looking at the daughter through the window and her looking back. And you're like left to guess. Does she let her in? Does she say, no, you're full of fuckery, I'm not letting you in?
That's terrible.
It was so bad. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad you summed it up. Now I don't have to watch the end because I stopped it twice.
There was 20 minutes of good television and then everything else was boring and stupid.
Okay, good to know. You know what we started watching, or I should say I started watching because no one else wanted to watch it with me. Waterfront on Netflix. It's cute.
I like it.
It's cute. It reminds me, well, I mean, I shouldn't say cute.
It's not cute. It's dark.
It's dark.
Yeah.
But it reminds me a bit of Dawson's Creek. And then, but in a dark shady
Dawson's
way.
Creek meets Wealthy, Shameless / Sopranos.
I don't know. Slutty.
Maybe? Yeah.
I mean, Rehab. There's all of it going
There's
in
all
it.
kinds of
There's
stuff
all-
going on there.
Yeah.
How far did you get?
I'm only in like episode 2.
Okay.
But the mom, I like how the mom, I don't like. I find it interesting that mom is like okay with the dad cheating all the time.
She
like,
just
"Oh,
knows how
well.
much money is at stake,
Oh,
what they
well.
own, all the assets, and she's
I'm
like,
used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
what you
We'll find out, I'm sure,
Yeah.
that she's got her own lover
Well,
or something.
she already
on the side.
does.
Oh,
I
does
saw
she?
that
Oh,
part
okay.
where she's like, screwing that guy that's whatever, just came into town.
Oh.
And then the dad has a son he doesn't know about.
Yeah.
It's
But that's
pretty
not
good.
who she screwed.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. I fell asleep. Chris and I started watching it. I fell asleep. And then I'm like, okay, now it will be a sauna blanket show because I am so far behind, like where Chris is at, that we're not going to be able to watch it at the same time. So
Got it. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was my highlight
Yeah.
of the last 2 evenings.
I like the Waterfront show. Have you started watching Stick on Apple Plus?
No, I haven't.
It's good. It's really good. You guys should watch
Does
it.
it feel good?
It's feel good TV. It's Ted Lasso but golf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
All right.
And
We
I think
like
they're
that.
instead
We
of
like
being
Ted
like
Lasso.
a half hour, they're I think about an hour
Yeah.
long. But yes. So Owen Wilson does a fantastic job.
Is he the Ted Lasso?
He's
in
the
it?
Ted
Okay.
Lasso. And for just as much sadness that you know is going to happen in the future of the show, there's plenty of humor to kind of balance it out. So
You know what I'm looking forward to is Quarterback. Is that what that's called? It's on Netflix. It's where they follow 3 quarterbacks. They're going to follow Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, and what's his name? Joe Burrows.
Oh, okay.
Is it called Quarterback? Anyway, it's going to be at premiere on Netflix like July 8th or something.
Okay.
And it's season 3, 2,
Okay.
whatever. It's good. It's like, what's the one for the golf?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Full Swing.
Yes.
It's like that except
Okay.
for football.
Okay. Oh, that would be interesting. That would be
Yeah,
a good watch.
so you got to watch the other seasons to understand.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a storyline.
Okay.
So I think Kirk Cousins has been in all of them. He
Okay.
was former quarterback at Michigan State. Now he's with, who's he with? Atlanta. Was with Minnesota. Then he went to Atlanta. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
positive it is.
I mean, sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyway, but this heat is.
Oh my God, this heat is crazy.
Are you getting hotter and hotter with like menopause spots?
No. So oddly enough, like Saturday night, everybody who like helped with the road, we had over for dinner, and Chris and I were drinking margaritas before people showed up. I just put my feet in the cold plunge. I sat
I
on
saw
the
your
edge of
story.
the cooler.
That's
yeah,
cute.
like I was poolside or
Yes.
like dangling my feet in the
Yes.
lake. It was perfect. It really does help to cool
It
down.
cooled you down. Yeah.
And then you went to the pool on Sunday, but I was like, it's going to be so crowded. There's so many people. We'll probably not find a chair. So we just did like a hillbilly hangout in our backyard. I was in a lounge chair and had the sprinkler going like
nice.
this, and it would just miss me. And then I got Kylie one of those like
Yeah.
tanning pools. So then she laid
Does
in her
it
tanning
stay
pool.
cool?
The
water?
tanning pool? No. So you kind of have to. When I was in it, I pushed my hand down, let the hot water out,
okay.
and then would throw the hose in.
Because there is Living with Landon, who I follow and who I love, has put this pool because she moved. So she has this little waiting pool like you got, Kylie,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have the bed and everything in it.
Okay.
But it's supposed to stay cool.
Oh, interesting.
But it's inflatable.
Yeah.
Little, lounger.
Yeah. So,
thing.
but I mean, that's the great thing, right? Is that you can just dump the water out and put it away because it's kind of clear and it blows up like a mattress, right? And you like sit in it. But then the reflection of the sun in the water in the clear part, I mean, it burnt the grass. And I mean,
wow.
Kylie was maybe in it for a couple of hours.
It is hot.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
The UV index was so high. I think I was outside in my bathing suit maybe 35 minutes, maybe. My tan lines are insane.
They're like spring break tan.
Yes,
lines. Yes.
they
your
are.
legs look tan.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. We were in the pool because you couldn't go to the pool without being in the pool.
Yeah.
On Sunday because it was so hot.
I know, but then sometimes those kids are like,
Oh, they were
splashing
so
everywhere.
fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So here's my new plea for the country club.
Yeah.
Have a roped off area that no kids can throw a ball in,
Yeah.
splash, or look in.
Now, granted, I went to a public pool when I was a kid, but they would do an adult swim.
Yeah.
So they would blow the whistle. The kids would just
Oh,
literally
yeah.
sit on the side of the
Makes
pool.
sense.
And adults had like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Of
Then you want to look
free
in the
time.
bottom, make sure nobody's hanging out down there.
Right?
And like drowning.
And I remember just like sitting on the edge of the pool, just like waiting for them to blow the whistle. But
yeah, the club does a horrible job with
Managing
trying to,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
And you can't blame the lifeguards guards because they're a bunch of high school and college kids who are getting paid like what, $15 an hour.
yeah, and then they have to tell a member of the club, and I think some of them are probably nervous.
Yeah,
to
they're blowing their whistle.
yell
like,
at a parent.
Don't throw your ball.
Where the boy that Kylie is talking to is a lifeguard at the public pool,
Yeah.
the Plymouth pool.
Does he get straight out with a laser gun?
Well, basically, because people like light up cigarettes and smoke weed.
You know what he needs is one of those. I just found Alex's from Senior Assassin. It's a water gun, but it has like a scope and everything on it.
And I was like, no, they don't. And he goes, no, you don't understand. People will just light up cigarettes and joints at the pool.
That's amazing.
I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh yeah, they'll
They
like
just
sneak
ash it
beer
over
in.
the edge.
And he's like, and they'll fight with you and be like, it's an open area.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong. But I mean, you there's plenty of public areas you're not allowed to smoke in.
Including around babies and children.
Right?
They're savages over there at
Unbelievable.
Plymouth.
So-
That's awesome. Hey, but I bet they have adult time.
You know, I'll have to ask
I have
him.
to ask him.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
so
Okay, so I wanted to talk about something that I think is near and dear to our hearts, especially you for so many reasons, but father-daughters
Yes.
and their relationships and how special they are because they should be. They should be,
absolutely.
they're critical actually.
And I think when you're a mother of a daughter, whether you also have sons or you just have girls, you recognize and value what that father-daughter relationship is, whether it's one that you wish you had or you would hope that would be fostered like the one that you were given.
Right.
Right? So, because I think it's too easy is not the right word. If you only have sons, I just don't think you understand the value in that, because you do want to raise your son to be a good man,
Right.
And, respect women and all that
And
kind
at the
of stuff.
same time, you want to have a really great relationship with him as a mother and a son.
Yeah.
Because then that will set the tone for their relationship moving forward
Yeah.
with whoever it may be.
Yes. Yeah. But with a girl, I just think there's such a gentle nature there.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't care how rambunctious your daughter is. There is a way to latch on. Like, your dad is your first love.
Yes.
Like, I remember when my mom and dad were divorced, I was like 8 years old, and my dad would take my sister and I on these weekend trips, and I would pretend I was his miniature wife because he was a good looking dude, right? And women would be looking at my dad, and I'd be like, away.
Yeah.
Away. You're not coming near him. And I was that.
Because you're
super
so
clingy,
protective.
so protective. That women probably ran because they're
like, no.
He's got a crazy
That's a
little
lot.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be a lot to handle.
So we were talking about movies, and clearly the girl in what's the show we just said not to watch?
Echo Valley.
Yeah, she had a bad relationship with her dad.
Yeah, her dad was a
He
dick.
was a dick.
He had a small role in the show.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it. If you have a kid that's an addict.
But
you
what
know,
came first?
Well, yeah, probably
know?
a pretty shitty relationship.
Not to judge anybody, but the best, worst father daughter like shows. I think one of the worst Succession for me.
So I've only seen a few episodes, but I could definitely see it. That dad played his kids
he
against
played
each other.
them all against each other.
So I said the worst was Al Bundy from Married with Children.
oh yeah, and he
mean-
treated the mom like shit.
Yes, and that
I
is
hated
not a
his
good
character.
example because what do you if that's what you're raised seeing, then you're going to be okay being treated like shit because that's all you know.
Yeah. I think one of the better ones, even though this is a bad man, was the Huxtables.
Well, yeah, you have to separate
You have to separate
the real life man from
Bill
the
Cosby
character.
from
Yeah.
Dr. Huxtable, but
Yes.
he treated
Heathcliff.
Mrs. H like gold.
Yep.
And
I mean-
all those kids stepped in line.
Yeah, no. I mean, The Cosby Show was a great show.
Yes.
It was a really, really good show. So I said a good example was like Family Ties.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Now you had two very like artsy parents
Yeah.
that were very in touch with who they were.
The
but
Keatons.
They
Yeah.
talked to their kids.
They did.
You know, and I would say the same thing for Growing Pains.
Yep.
Granted, dad was a therapist.
Yes.
But they always had those life lessons afterwards where you could talk it out and
Yeah.
like a good family. And then the single dad perspective was Full House.
Yes. That was
You know?
great. That was great.
So-
Great. Those girls were great.
And then even like the two, Funkles that
Yeah.
lived with them, they also had a good, gentle relationship with
Because
the
I don't
girls
think you
too.
always need a dad that's your dad biologically.
No.
I think you need a male figure as a girl growing up I had a dad, but my parents were divorced and he was sort of in the picture, but like not really formed who I was. But I had a great grandpa,
Yeah.
and I had an awesome uncle. And, so your dad doesn't always have to be your dad.
Yes.
Right?
I 100% agree.
Right. So I think
Yeah.
this whole conversation, the precipice was reading this book called Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters by Dr. Meg Meeker, which Randy read years ago. I mean, I think Alex I'm not even sure she was born.
Just knew you were having a girl.
We knew we were having a girl, and he was very nervous / excited and read it. And then I read it. And then he read it again before we had Evie. And it just imprinted this like philosophy, which he would have had instinctually anyway.
No, it's
But
part of his nature, for sure.
He just was like, I am the reason that she will become confident, the reason that she will know her worth. And it's not translating into, okay, my daughter's going to be straight. It's translating into my daughter needs to be a confident woman in whoever
Yes.
she is and with whomever she is. And she needs to feel loved because she can't feel loved unless she is loved. And specifically by her dad.
Yeah.
And this is like, in this book, Meg Meeker talks about how the research she did was just around fathers and daughters and how even in whatever kind of relationship they ended up being in was based on how loved they felt and how valued they felt. And they can't go forward in life feeling that way if they didn't get it at home.
Right. No, I 100%.
And you guys you're a prime example. You and your dad's relationship, I think, is one of the best examples of like a confident woman very sure of yourself. You're in a great relationship with your husband, and you have your dad's probably one of your best friends.
Yes, yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's really unique and really cool to think about having or fostering with your own. You know, hopefully Kyla she does have the same relationship with Chris. Hopefully her kids will.
Yes.
Like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely evident in your relationship from your dad.
One thing I will say that my dad was strong on, he did not have overly loving parents. He had parents that were basically like, what do we do next? We have kids. And that was kind of it. He made a conscious decision to be the opposite of how he was raised.
Yeah.
And he'll say, sometimes it bit me in the ass and sometimes it turned out great.
So he decided to break the mold.
He broke the mold, right? And, you know, but then you can have other parents who go, well, you know, hey, this was the hand I was dealt, so this is the hand that you're going to be dealt.
And that was exactly how my dad was raised.
Right? So it's just one of those things where, okay, you know, if you're going to throw it in your kid's face and say, well, you know, I didn't have that either, or I didn't have that, you know, oh, must be nice if someone has this.
Yeah.
Well, if I can say the same thing to you, why didn't you improve my life?
Right.
Right? So, yes.
Agree. Yeah, I had a dad that was quite that way, who was like, well, this is how I was raised, and this is how I will raise my kids, and nobody gets favors, and, you know, you automatically should know that I love you. And although he did say it, because thank God I had a really good mom and grandparents who instilled love and affection. And I'm not saying my dad didn't. He wasn't like a complete dick, but he was sometimes. And so he just married a dick of a wife.
No,
the third
that's
time around.
tough. Yeah.
And so, you know, I felt like as a teenage girl, I had to teach him how to love me.
Okay.
Which was kind of challenging to be like, what do you mean? Like, why do I have to do this? Why don't you just tell me? And then I remember someone saying, do you know how, it was after, so my dad passed away a month after I got married. I'm very sad. But I remember at his funeral, someone said to me, you know how proud of your dad was of you? And I was like, no, I don't. And I actually never did. I mean, I knew he would say, you know, things like, oh, you know, well, that's great. I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
That he always said that. I knew you could do it. Yeah, so did I. Yeah. I never had a doubt. Right. And he would, but never like quite, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting to hear that from other people. I'd be like, they're like, oh, you must know how proud your dad was of you. No, I didn't.
No,
but thanks for
that's
telling
tough.
me.
No, and I will say, you know, when I always make sure that if I think, I don't know, throw my mom under the bus, but I'm throwing her under the bus right now. Sorry, Sue. She doesn't listen anyway. So, my mom's not one to tell you that you look pretty, right?
Okay.
She might think it, but she doesn't
Yeah.
tell you. So that is something that for my daughter, even if there's no occasion or nothing,
Yeah.
and I like the thought flickers in my head, you look pretty, I let her know. Because you know what that does? That boosts her confidence.
For
'Cause
sure.
what if she was in her bathroom or something questioning whether
Yeah.
or not she looked pretty, right? I don't ever want her to question that.
Right.
Because I want you to be confident.
Like, did she ever say that to you? Did you have those thoughts as a child?
Well, you question, like, do I look nice or not? And then you get a blank stare or no,
Yeah.
like nothing, or, that's a lot of eye makeup. Okay.
In a good way?
Yeah, but no other context,
Yeah.
right? So I go above and beyond
Yeah, I
to
get it.
make sure so that when I do have something where I'm like, you know what, I think maybe you didn't blend this in, okay?
Yeah. They want to know.
She
the girls want to know.
understands that I know when it's all good and dandy.
Yeah.
But yes. So, but back to dads.
Yeah. This may turn into another session. Let me get my notes. 1 second, Katie. Lay back in your couch.
Oh my gosh, right? Let's get into a session.
No, but I think the dad definitely sets a standard for who your daughter is gonna be with. And your dad clearly set a great example for you. My dad might not have. He's been married. He was married 3 times and to 2 horrible women. My mom was the only decent one he was married to, and she divorced him.
Yeah.
Because he was such a dickhead. And, so I definitely did not have that. But I saw my grandparents, and they were married for over 65 years and were still held hands until the day he died. And my grandpa died first. And so I had that great example. And I have aunts and uncles that are married and for a very long time.
Did you get to witness the way that your dad treated your mom? And then
No, because he treated her like shit.
Or not your dad. I'm sorry. Your grandpa.
Treated my mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
As like the dad.
Yeah. But I saw how he treated, but I think it's most important, and according to this book anyway, how your husband in your relationship as a wife demonstrates what it is like to be treated and have a relationship in the future as your child.
No, I agree with that 100%.
And so I did get to see that, through. And I think that is the reason, and I know it is the reason because my mom's told me this, that we moved in with my grandparents when my parents divorced.
Okay.
Because she was like, I need to find a strong man, a strong relationship for my daughter to witness growing up because I don't have one.
Yeah.
Because my dad was like on the edge violent when they were married. The vivid memories that I have of my dad when they were married were him being angry all the time, yelling, throwing shit, like he could clear a table with his whole fist.
Yeah.
And then he had a heart attack. And then he had to calm the fuck down. And then I grew up and I was just like, yeah, you're not very cool. Like, I hate hanging out with you. You're boring. You don't do anything for me. And I figured out like the relationships I want to have, and it's probably not with you.
Yeah.
So it took me a while
I will say,
to come back around.
I remember my dad always being fun, before my mom and dad got divorced. But when they got divorced and he only had us on the weekends, it was all about fun.
Yeah.
And spending time together. I mean, I never met a girlfriend or
That's
anything. It was all
key.
about me. It was all about Mandy and I, right? So that was huge, right? He put us first. And then, so because the way that relationship got to develop, it just carried over into when my parents got back together.
Yeah. And that built trust.
It did, yes.
And it built this safe place that you could go to your dad and say like, oh yeah, dad, like.
When I got my period, I didn't tell my mom, I told my dad.
That's wild.
Right?
Mine was the opposite. Got my period at my mom's house, thank God, and had to go to my dad's house. I always went to his house on Sundays.
Okay.
And I would like hide. I'd change my pad or my tampon in the bathroom, and I didn't know what to do with like I didn't even know. I was so embarrassed because I could not talk to my dad about that.
Oh,
at
yeah.
all.
No, I
So
went straight
that's
to my dad.
cool because I think conversely, my girls will be like, Dad, will you get my tampon out of my closet right now and hand it to me while I'm on the toilet? And I love that for their relationship because they're just so.
And you know what that's going to help do? When you have your serious boyfriend or girl, whoever, right? And you get married.
Yes.
That is going to set the standard that this happens to me every month. It's going to happen to me every month for the first 30 years we're together.
Yeah.
So suck it up, Buttercup, and go get my tampon.
Right.
Because I'm struggling over here.
Exactly.
Like Tuesday. No. What day was it? Thursday. One of the reasons I didn't go out with you and the girls, and I just wanted to be at home.
Period.
Oh my God. I taught
Did
Thursday
you have what
morning
does
at
Ange
9:15.
call it? The blood.
Oh, it was like an explosion. I forget what she called it. The blood bomb.
Yeah.
So it was heavy.
You had to teach.
So when I got it when we were at Ferris for orientation for Kylie.
Oh shit.
Then, so I'm constantly going to the bathroom to make sure like nothing goes down. All good and fine. So the next day, go to teach bar, and I change my tampon right before I teach because I'm like, this is a heavy day. I'm about 10 minutes into class and just felt it deluge, right? I thought I was giving birth. Well, I had blue pants on, not black. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So luckily, like that in that back section where there's like those 2 other bars, there wasn't a lot of people back in that back section. So I pretty much taught class from the back corner. Like when I would put people in positions, completely change the class on a whim in my head so that they would be like head down or doing something. And even if I tried to get down and semi do a workout, I could just feel it.
See,
just
that's how you
more.
know Katie is such a great bar teacher, because I had no idea.
So,
And I know you so well, and I had no idea that shit was going on.
so I'm
kudos.
like, what the crap? So, that was awful. And,
Aw.
and there was a part in my mind where I'm like, do I stop this? And
Do
just go
I,
to the
should I
bathroom
go
right
to the
now?
hospital?
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I should just continue to keep teaching. And then I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to keep teaching. I'll just keep like walking back here in the corner and doing my thing.
Well, the good thing is we're all ladies.
Right?
We all would understand.
No, everybody would have understood. But it's just one of those, I was mortified.
Yeah, I get it.
You know?
But you could totally do that in front of your dad or your husband.
But Chris was like, he called me and I was like, you know, I'm like, hey, give me a minute. And I called him on the way back and I was like, do you need something? Because I was going to come right to work.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I just wanted to talk. I was like, I have to go home. I explained the whole thing
Yeah.
to him. And you should be able to explain that to your husband.
Yes. That's when you know you have a good man.
Yes.
Yeah. I all the time, even when my girls were little, I would say, this is the bar. Your dad.
Yep.
This is the bar. If he doesn't treat you, whoever you're with, doesn't treat you just like this or better, they're not for you.
Well, and Randy treats you like gold.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So the bar is set.
The bar is
very
high.
high.
And
Yeah.
he treats them like gold.
He does. He's a very good girl
And
dad.
so I always like instilled that this is it. Anything below does not fly for you. It should not fly for you. And they're like,
Well, in the way that he's always been a team member
Yeah.
with you as a parent.
yes.
Also sets
Yes.
the bar very, very high.
And he's always been super involved in their life. Like he's a great dad. And so they know that. And it's very evident with Alex's boyfriend, who we love and adore.
Yes.
And she, you know, it's great. And Evie has had a couple that she's liked, and they did not meet
Yeah.
the bar. And they are no longer
Yeah.
in the picture.
Yeah. Well, and I think we've also been very good with the dads instilling it into the girls and us. If it's not right, bye.
Yeah.
Like, why would you stay?
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And it was not Johnny Cochran. It was Johnny Cochran, not, who did I say? Shapiro.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So there you go, Super Dave.
Yeah, because Super Dave listens to the
Yes.
podcast and let
Yes.
us know. Well, it's funny. So I ran into Super Dave today.
You ran into him. What do you mean?
Well,
Like at
because
Meijer?
I had to go pay the guy for the material for our road.
Oh.
And my dad happened to be cutting grass at the place where I had to go drop the money off. And I was telling him, like, hey, you know, because he didn't come to dinner Saturday night with everybody
Oh.
else. Because we had dinner later and I knew that he was going to want to like eat by 5, shower, and like be in bed,
yeah.
right? So he's like, you don't owe me anything. He's like, I would do anything for you and Chris, and you know that. And then I go, do you know what the topic of the podcast is today? Because it's all about strong dads and great daughters. And
Well,
he was,
also, he does the same for me, and I'm not even his daughter.
no, but he loves all the people I love.
I know. But he,
You know?
like, came over on Sunday when it was scorching.
Yes.
Like, I was like, Randy goes, well, I'm going to wait for Super Dave. And I'm like, okay, bye. I'm going to wait 3 cars at the pool on Sunday because I left because I was like, it's hot. I want to get to the pool. I got shit to do. So Super Dave came over in the midst of the heat, and like we had this pallet that was delivered. So my Tracy Anderson floor is in.
Oh, very
But it's not
nice.
in. It's like delivered because we're getting our carpet. Like
Okay.
our basement's going to be all back together by
So
Thursday.
do you have to install the Tracy Anderson?
Yeah, but it's super easy. They
Okay.
gave like 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Instructions. So the pallet that it was delivered on had to be cut up and put in the dumpster.
Okay.
And your dad came over,
Oh, he did.
cut
yes.
it up,
Yeah.
and they drove it to the dumpster and put it
Yeah.
in, which was so nice. And you know.
Well, I also have been told he's putting in an outlet in your basement floor.
Oh, wait, it's already in, but it was taken out. And when they lay the
in the flood.
carpet, yes.
Yeah.
He's going to put
Yeah.
a cover on it.
Yeah. So I guess Randy's in charge of making sure that the water is
He got it
in
out.
there.
He was
Okay.
like, Dave told me how to get it out the water,
like-
which literally we need to be told like we're in kindergarten. He goes, no, you just take like a syringe and get it out.
Yeah.
Randy's like, oh, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
But like, tell me, like
He's totally capable.
yes.
Right? He's totally
We're capable.
But if you
just
don't
have to-
know,
1, take this.
Yes.
2, we can do handy things if we're given
people
instructions.
like
Paint
common
by
sense
numbers.
is different to different people.
Yes.
Right? Like knowing when to cross the road, everybody should know
Everybody
that,
knows.
right? But, you know, when it comes to hanging a picture,
Right.
taking water out of an inset floor outlet, like not everybody knows
It's not
the
intuitive.
best way. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So, and we all need a Super Dave in our life.
Yes.
So that you have a pal that you can call for certain things.
Right.
Right? Because you don't want to have to pay for a handyman for everything.
Right.
But this is also my POS. Is it POS? No. That's
Yeah.
that's point of sale.
PSA.
PSA. Yes, this is my public service announcement. If you have a child that is not into school and want to go to college and all that kind of stuff, get them into a trade. Do they want to
Oh
be an
my
electrician, a
God.
plumber, HVAC? They're going to be the new millionaires.
Okay, here's my
If
new
everybody's
plea.
an engineer and nobody knows how to change out a toilet, we got a
fucked.
problem.
Yeah. As old ladies, someday,
Yeah.
I need all those handy people.
Yes. Yes.
Also, my plea is girls do a trade.
Yeah.
Because did I talk about this already? The assholes that came to my house to do.
Oh, the painters?
No, the people that were going to lay the baseboards, they actually ended up laying them. But the first two dudes that showed up, first of all, come to work. I don't care what you do in life. It doesn't matter if you change out the trash bags in a funeral home or whatever. Come to work showered and act like you want to be there because someone is paying you. Okay, these guys that came looked like it was a Monday morning, rolled up from Saturday night,
Okay.
and did not want to be there, clearly, because we had an argument about them actually being there and wanting to do work. And we did, like, the owner of the company asked us to put the baseboards in our basement
Okay.
where they're going to be installed.
Okay. So they got dropped off and you had to put them in the
We
basement.
put them in the basement,
Okay.
like we were told.
Yes.
Again, paint by numbers.
Yes.
Instructions to people who are not handy. So we did that. And then when his guys came to my house, they were like, what do you mean? Why are they in here? We have to cut the wood. Okay. Where are you going to cut the wood? Well, I'm not going to put sawdust all over the basement. I go, clearly the basement needs to be redone. So I think that you can. Well, we can't bring our saw down here. I'm home alone. Randy's obviously on a trip. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do? Well, I can't work like this. I'm like, you have a really shitty attitude. And if I were your boss, I probably wouldn't pay you right now. And
So
he
the
walked
not
out.
bringing the saw downstairs is just being lazy.
Yes. He goes, well, I'm not going to what am I going to have to cover everything? I go, isn't that part of the gig? So he left, literally walked off the job. The other dude was standing there who hadn't showered either. I was just like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, well, so then I'm irate and I called Randy to get the owner's number because I
Yeah.
didn't have it. And I was like, let me talk to him directly. Well, anyway, Randy didn't let me because he knew how fired up I was.
You get super fired
and
up.
he's like, I'll handle it. It's
Because Randy was worried no
fine."
one was going to show up to put the baseboards in
Yeah.
because you would have been fired.
I was fired up. So anyway, at the end of the scenario, homeboy got let go that day. And the other dude still needed to shower, but at least he showed up and did
Yeah.
his job. And they brought somebody else in, apologized, got the work done in like half the time that they said they were going to. Because I was like, I am not handy at all, but I don't think this requires a lot of work. We're chopping up baseboards that are 6 inches. We're not chopping up drywall.
No, they're using a miter saw. I mean, I know how to put
I could
baseboards
have
in.
cut it with scissors.
Yeah.
I was about ready to get my gardening shit out and just be like, I'll do it. It's fine. And I will nail it into the wall.
Yeah.
Anyway, it got done. But I was thinking, what a great business a girl handy job
Right.
would be. Because you know why? Girls are pleasant.
Yes.
Girls are nice. They're detail oriented. They shower to get to a job. They won't show up and be like, do you want me to take my shoes off? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because clearly you have muddy boots.
Yeah.
Like, do we need to ask that? Can't you just come in and be like a normal person. And I think ladies do that more instinctually than some Neanderthals do.
So what I will say now, when I do like projects with my dad around the house, I want to learn. Like now I'm ready to learn. When I was younger, I really wish I would have paid attention more. But my brain wasn't there. Like I was so not interested. But I would love to go back and tell little Katie Shea, like, you pay attention because these are skills that will take you so far.
Well,
right?
and I think you are handy.
Yeah,
Like you should start a business with girls doing handy girl work.
Oh my gosh. So along the same lines, but very different. Are you watching And Just Like That on HBO?
No, because I saw this. I watched one episode of season whatever they're in.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a nothing burger. And honestly, then I watched some TikTok thing and they're like,
It's bland and it's not very entertaining.
this gay dude was just like, oh my God, can they just stop this already? We
No,
can't
I know.
do this anymore.
But the gay guy that's like super good friends with everybody and he created the hot guy like bread business.
oh yeah, I do like Anthony.
Anthony's got, it's like a hot men, hot buns or something like that. And so that
exactly what you're
actually
talking
brings great humor to
Yeah.
it. But like, I mean, no, I don't want to have like chicks dressed slutty to go do carpentry work. But no, I mean, I am very thankful for the few things that I do know how to do. And I have a dad that if I'm like, hey,
Right.
can you help me do this?
Right.
Like Chris is going to be gone. There's a few things I want to do. There's a few things with the road I want to fix while he's gone. So my dad's going to come over and
It's going to be all paved and shit.
No, it's not a big deal. It's just that my dad will take the precision like with
Well,
the
he's a
tractor.
perfectionist.
Yeah, but he's already done this to their old house,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he's like, well, this is what I did with the tractor. And I was like, perfect. You can do that. Let's surprise Chris when he gets home. Chris doesn't have time. Like, he's a busy
And he
frickin'
will
dude.
appreciate it.
He will appreciate it.
When it's done.
And I've had lights for 3 summers to hang like, Edison bulbs like on our patio. And I've yet to do it. And I'm like, I want to surprise him when he gets home.
Yeah.
So that will get
Yes,
done.
girls, get into trades.
Yes.
Please.
And if you do happen to have a handy dad, listen, pay attention.
Yeah.
Learn something.
Yeah.
Right? Like we did the board and batten in my living room. Now, would it take me 10 times longer to do it by myself? Yes, it would. But now I have the confidence, I can fucking figure it out.
Well, and that's another thing. Maybe not even get into trades. Just figure it out. I think we're so, we can do it. We can do whatever. So I see the girls that work for me at Glow.
I know. Haley needs to put more stuff on her social media.
Haley.
Yes.
Okay. You need to put all of your stuff because that girl, oh my God, she is the prime example. College degree. She's an ass kicker at work. And then after work, she went home and redid her whole house.
Yeah.
And like, she just figured it out. She went on YouTube.
Now it is great that she has a very handy boyfriend.
She has a very handy boyfriend.
But she was doing it
didn't
alone
for a
before.
while.
Yeah.
And she did it all on her own, in the dark, after work. Like, she just Googled it, YouTubed it. She figured it out. So I retract my statement. You actually don't need trades. You just need to go to YouTube.
You just need to go to YouTube. This is really funny. So my cousin Erica lives in LA, like down by the beach. Where she's at, you're allowed to have chickens in your backyard. You just can't have a rooster. So she sends me a video today. And it's just a recording of her backyard. And she goes, so I think I might have a rooster. What do you think? And she's asking an honest question. And I listened to the video. Is clearly a rooster.
Oh, was
and
it
I go,
like,
oh, that's a rooster. And she's like, okay, so can you tell me like how to kill this chicken and defeather it? Now, she's the professional chef who's literally worked under Gordon Ramsay and Wolfgang Puck, right? So
What do you mean? She wants to rewind.
so she's like, I'm going to get rid of the rooster, but I'm going
So
to eat
she
it.
wants to like butcher it.
Butcher it. And I go, okay, so I've shot a turkey. I go, but I have no idea how to kill and butcher
Also,
a chicken.
you shouldn't like shoot it because you want the meat.
No, she would have to like, I think they like wring their neck or like
Yeah,
chop
they
the
do.
heads off or something like that. So I go, you might want to YouTube it. I'm like, I don't know. I go, but I do have a girl that works at Be Alive that I'm like, actually was a butcher.
Yeah.
And her husband's a cattle farmer. I'm like, So I'm still waiting for Amy to send me the videos, but I'm like, Erica, and she goes, okay, well, perfect. She's like, I'll wait for your videos that your friend's going to send, and I'm going to watch some YouTube videos. But more importantly, what am I making with this chicken?
Ooh.
And I'm like, well, please let me know all the things that you do.
Ooh, I
Right?
can't wait to see.
I know.
She should go. She should make her own viral stuff just because she's a chef.
Right? No, she totally could. And perfect example, 2 men raised in the same home. My dad, very giving, amazing, lovable, out there with all the things. My Uncle Harry, to his kids, brutal, terrible. But my cousin Erica found a man who is gentle and sweet and kind, and she has created a family, and she has realized what's important in a man, found that, and has an amazing life, right? But, you know, sometimes you have to date the dicks and compare them to
Kiss a lot of frogs.
Kiss a lot of frogs before you find the prince.
I agree. I agree with that whole thing because that's kind of what I did. I mean, even though I had a great-grandpa, amazing grandfather, amazing uncles, I didn't have the best dad, and he didn't show any appreciation to any kind of my mom. His wife, he did. He like bent over for her, but
The last wife?
yeah. Ugh. Anyway, so I kind of had to figure it out too by dating a lot of tills. My friend Stephanie can coin till you find somebody better.
Yeah.
A lot of
That's such a great
tills.
phrase.
Just because like you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And so by the time you're like, oh, that's what I need. I need Randy in my life. I need someone that's going to hold my hair back when I'm barfing from chemo. Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's what I tell my kids too. I'm like, look at your dad, and you need somebody that will be at your side when you are going through your worst, whatever your worst is, whether it's cancer, you're not pretty, you're losing your hair, you are going through like the deepest, darkest places that you never thought you could go. You need somebody there that's like going to pick you up.
Yes, for sure.
And that was not my dad. And so similar to Erica, you had to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
And you can't YouTube that shit.
You can't YouTube that, right? I mean, you might be able to look at like TV shows and say, this is what I want to, you know, this is what I'm looking for, right?
Yeah.
But then that's also a character.
Yeah.
There's a difference in seeing that in real life
Yeah.
when real shit happens, right?
Right.
Jobs are lost or businesses fail, sickness, right? There's a reason why it's in sickness and in health and better or for worse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like being a parent it doesn't come with a manual, but I want to give everything to my child. And I know that, you know,
Especially
Randy and
things
Chris.
that you never had too.
Yes.
Same.
And then sometimes it's just the affection that you didn't have.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. But one of the personal reflections you have on here, it's like, what did your dad teach you verbally or silently about love? And I would just say, like, my dad is just someone who's just always there.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You can just count on him.
I can just count on him. I could always, like, when he was like trucking, I knew if I was going to be in the car and I just needed someone to talk to, he'd answer the phone, right? And even now on like a short commute to work, like I don't want to listen to a podcast. I don't want to listen to a song because my mind's going a mile a minute. I call my dad.
Yeah. That's
Right?
when you guys have
and
the
it's
convo.
just like it's just a soothing conversation. And half the time I get to my destination and I'm like, all right, sitting in the parking lot, gotta go.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I think my dad too was there for me, especially in my adult life. Like, I don't mean to shit on my dad. R.I.P. R.I.P. Dad. Like, you know, I don't mean to shit on him because he did teach me some pretty valuable lessons in terms of like resilience, and maybe it was just, you know, the whole walk it off attitude that he taught me that, like, you know, that resonated too. But I think he was there. He was definitely there. I had to teach him a lot of things about love, but he also taught me, like, yeah, I'm there for you. Like, so whenever, as an adult, I would call him, he would always pick up, always. Or he would, you know, occasionally call me, Miko, this is your dad. I mean, I kept a voicemail for years after he died, you know? it's your dad, just checking in to see how you are, and always wanted to be included, whether I thought that he wanted to be included or not, because he never really put out the vibe that he would ever want to be included in things. And then he would be like, actually, oh, I thought you were going to invite me. I'm like, again, use your words.
Yeah.
But he actually did, so I got to give it to him. Like, he was never taught that. And so he didn't know how to reciprocate it or pass it on to anybody else. And, in the end, everybody figured it out.
Yeah. All right. This is a good point. When did you realize his influence showed up in your dating patterns?
Ooh, yeah. I had some bad dates.
Did you?
I had some bad dating patterns.
Do you think it was because you held on to dudes that you probably shouldn't have?
No, I think it was just I didn't know what I was looking for.
Okay.
It was never modeled. So I'd just be like, oh, okay, it was not even a clingy situation. It was more like a good enough situation. And so I think that also got me into a situation where I got engaged to somebody that I was like, good enough. And they weren't.
Well, yeah. I mean, showing up in my dating patterns, I don't really think there was anything about my dad that showed up in my dating patterns until I started dating Chris. And the comfort level that I had with him that I did not have with anybody else that I dated,
Yeah. So do you think you married somebody like your dad or dissimilar?
Yeah, he's a lot like my dad in a lot of ways. Lets me just be myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't have to like put on a show or pretend like I don't like fart, poop, and have a period.
Right.
Because that was one thing Super Dave always said. No boy's worth a stomach ache. We did not know that my sister and I and him all had celiac disease, right? So we always had stomach issues. And my sister would hold everything in. And I remember her just coming home and just being so uncomfortable, and I'd be like, well, I'm just going to fart.
Yeah.
Like if he can't handle the fart. Now, granted, there was definitely dudes that I mean,
maybe for the first couple days.
I would hold the farts in and like pretend that I wasn't about to shit my pants and like try to find a way to do so.
Yeah, try to find a restaurant.
But because Chris and I were such good friends before we started dating, I was already farting in front of him. And I was like, dude, I got stomach problems. Like it's an issue, And so very blunt in the beginning. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there was a comfort level with Chris that I was just like, this just feels right.
Well, also, don't you feel like, because you and Chris were friends first, don't you feel like that was sort of your test to figure out if you wanted to date him?
Yes.
Ultimately, right?
Yeah.
Which is probably brought on by your relationship with your dad. Like you wouldn't rush into something with somebody.
No. And I mean, my dad never really got involved in my relationships. Like he just like, okay, well, I feel like this one's a phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oh my God, I can remember in high school, like I was kind of dating like two dudes that like one was like from my high school and one was from like my church youth group. They did not go to the same school. And my dad called the boy by the wrong name at our house.
Uh-oh.
I was like,
you call him by somebody.
Busted. The other kid's name.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, that doesn't make me look very good.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to like figure things out.
Yeah.
But my dad never got super invested in anybody because he was always like, you're going to change your mind in 5 minutes.
Right. Well, and I think that was the testimony to his good dadding, parenting, is that he didn't get involved, is because he's already shown you the path that you should go down.
And my dad was doing that without even knowing that he was doing that.
Of
for
course.
sure.
Of
right?
course.
Yeah. And I sent him a thing on Father's Day, and I'm like, listen, your nose was to the grindstone 100% when I was growing up, right? My dad always said, I worked a lot, and sometimes I worked multiple jobs. I just didn't want to be poor. Like, I wanted to put food on the table, be able to pay a mortgage, right? When it was, because when, money was tight and the air conditioner wasn't on, and I would be like, there's a nice breeze coming through the window.
Get the fan in the window. Get the fan in the window. I remember those days.
But he's like, hey, he's like, I knew what it was like to scratch some pennies together. He's like, I didn't want to have to do that. So, but it's the relationship that I really have with him now. One, as a parent, value who he was growing up, right? And what he did. But now it's the way that he wants to be a part of my life, right? Wants to be a part of Kylie's life, which is like a second dad to Chris. Like Chris and my dad have an amazing relationship.
And he wants to be part of you, like my life and like people that you're involved with.
Yes.
And Johnson and like all of those guys. Like, he just embraces it all.
Yeah.
I think it's
well,
super
so
cool.
when I went to J.E. Johnson today to like drop off the money for the road, like a lady would walk into the office. And I mean, yes, I know the owner of the business. I don't know the people that work for him, right? So my dad would be like, hey, do you know my daughter Katie? And they're like, no, hi, nice to meet you. And he's like, oh, she's the reason I moved to Midland. And they're like, we love Super Dave. Super Dave is so great. And I do. I feel like I'm spreading like sprinkles of Super Dave.
You are. He's
all
like,
over Midland.
He's only known. I don't even know if the girls at Glow know his last name.
Right?
Because in fact, that I don't think they do, because I'll say like, hey, can you put some credit on, like sometimes when we pay him, I'm like, do you want Glow credit or do you want cash?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, Glow credit. And then I'll have to tell one of the girls to do it, and they'll be like, what's his last name?
Yeah. That's funny.
We should just categorize him at Glow as SD, like Super Dave.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. No, he deserves a cape for sure.
Yeah.
But it's funny because everybody at J.E. Johnson, he's Super Dave.
Yeah.
I don't think half the people in that office probably don't know his last name is Shay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, he's incredible.
Oh my God,
incredible.
he's gonna love this episode because
He
it's
is.
like all about him.
It is. And I also have to say, this is sort of a dedication to
Yes.
my father-in-law,
Yeah.
who was like a surrogate dad to me.
PP.
PP. And I loved him very much. And I called him Dad.
Yeah.
And he was stepped in right when my dad left and died. And so this weekend we are honoring him at a memorial. And, I think that he's been like an integral part of my life and my girls' lives, like they loved the granddad. And I loved watching that relationship with him, with them, because they never got to see it from my perspective of my dad. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is sort of why when we're thinking about episodes, I'm like, okay, what can we talk about? And my father-in-law, it was really special part of my life.
Yes.
Really.
He lit up a room when he was in it.
He did.
Yeah.
5 o'clock. PP was like, who wants rum and Coke? And he retired a long time ago. And anytime that he would come to stay with us, he had his tray and drink. And he was like, oh,
Right?
Whistler,
Well,
Mr. Whistler.
and that's how he's a good example
Yep.
for Randy, because when we vacation, it's almost like Randy has like an internal buzzer, and he's like, am I making a meat and cheese tray? Am I opening a bottle of wine? Yes, that sounds fantastic.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. So
Yeah.
anyway, this is for you, PP.
Oh.
I love and miss you.
I know.
And he would do that all the time. And like, girls, who wants to carve a pumpkin? Like whatever. We had a PP.
Yes, he has such a good attitude.
Paul,
Yeah.
Like to-do list every time he came to see us. And it was just weird to see him in the last couple of years, where he just kind of was like, didn't have the energy. And we were reflecting on some really cool stories about him the other day. And I remember after I had Alex, I was trying to get back into shape. He's like, well, I'll go on a run with you. I'm like, we have running shoes? And I don't know if he did or not. He went for a run with me.
He's probably in his loafers. Like, yeah.
He went for a run with me, like up the block. And where we used to live was really hilly. And he got to the first hill. He's like, okay, well, I'll see you when we get back.
No, but he's a true sport. And I mean, yes, he's a great, wonderful soul. But just like that pure Canadian man, just like my sister-in-law, Lisa, like her dad, he probably would do the same thing. He'd be like, oh, my girl. Oh, my girl. Yes.
He would sniff out all of the Canadians wherever he went. So we had this grocery store that we used to go to all the time. It was called Albertsons. I'm sure he did it at Meijer too. He's like, oh, did you see Steve? I don't know who he's talking about. No? Who? Well, the guy that bagged our groceries, he's from Ottawa. I didn't know that.
He was wearing a Saskatchewan Rough
I
Riders
didn't know
jersey.
that.
Yeah.
And the one thing, this guy, we used to go to this place called Cinnamon Productions all the time. And it was this little cafe. It's kind of like our local Lasco's here, except there. And there was a famous pitcher that had pitched for the Toronto Blue Jays in the 70s. I didn't know who he was. I just know that his name was Dennis, and he always hung out at Cinnamon Productions. We got to know him just because he was always having coffee.
Yeah.
And whatever. And he was a bigger guy, but like athletic big. But I had no idea he played baseball. And Randy recognized him. He was like, holy shit, that's like Dennis Lamp. He played for the Toronto Maple Leaf, or Toronto, what are they? Blue Jays in the 70s. And my father-in-law had recognized, like knew who he was for sure. So when he came into town, we introduced the two of them. Well, they became friends.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was very cute because Dennis had long time retired.
Yeah.
Nobody was recognizing him anymore except Paul.
Yeah. And PP knew like probably stats.
Oh, yeah.
And
They,
like remember
smelled out the
games.
Canadians and would just like, they could sit at Cinnamon Productions and have a coffee. It was very cute. But yes, he was always the consummate like greeter. Friend.
Yes.
He was a starter at a golf course.
Yeah.
Which is the best job
The
for
best
him.
job for him.
The LPGA tournament is here in Midland this week, but when it was in Canada one time, he worked it, and guess what he did?
Oh, did he do the silent things?
No. Much more social job. He drove the
The girls
girls
around?
around.
I did that last year.
It was his favorite job.
Yeah.
It was his favorite job.
Well, it's funny. I would pick the girls up from the driving range and have to drive them to the course. And I'd be like, and knowing
you
that
get
their tea
scoop?
time. Well, no, some are like in the zone.
Oh, right.
But I'd be like, hey, do you need a hype song? You know, and some would get really excited about it. And some people would be like, no, I'm fine.
Nope.
So I think their
I like that you
their
offered
level
the
of
hype
I
song.
always offered a hype song, right?
Wow.
My favorite was when I was just driving around caddies because they're like super chill.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while, I would have to drive around like a mom that I'm not really supposed to take them back to like the hotel or something like
Yeah.
that. But the mom would clearly look lost. Her daughter was probably like done playing, didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take you to the
I
H. It's
got
fine.
you.
Let's go. You know,
Get in the
it's fine.
car,
I'm not
lady.
going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So, taking you back to the hotel.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But,
Well, I wish I had your services to take me to the pool. Are you doing that this year?
no, I didn't sign up to do anything.
Oh.
No. But I have Morgan staying with me, so I'm doing my. I'm doing this for Golf Channel. Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Well,
I
not
can't wait to
really.
hear
I'm
all
doing.
about
My
it.
friend is staying with me. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
But
Is she bringing her dog?
she is not. That was a last minute decision, but she decided not to bring Zoe.
Oh.
It's just that after the flight, the 2-hour car ride is just a little much for her. And Morgan made a great point. When you walk out of DTW, out of the Delta Terminal, there's no grass for your dog.
Oh, yeah.
There's none. And there's a lot of airports I bring Nugget, there's grass. Like I'm like, there's
yeah.
a designated area to walk him over and like to go to the bathroom. There's nothing.
Michigan in general is not really dog friendly.
It needs to get better.
Yeah.
I will 100% agree with you on that.
Yeah. I don't even know if they have one of those dog, what do they call them? Like dog release areas.
Oh,
You
in
know
the
how at some
airport, they
airports-
do. They do.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, like, Nugget hates going in there because
Like,
it's
where's
artificial
he?
grass.
He's not even been with you this whole time.
He's like doing his own thing.
He's annoying.
Oh, he's going to see Randy.
He's going to see Randy.
Yeah. No, he's been a little different. One, since Shay's gone. And two, this is not my favorite thing of the week, but I found this thing that's like been going viral and showing up in my feed that when your dog is like barking, it's like this sonic thing that you hit a button and like these
You
sonic
zapping
waves come
him?
on. Well, he doesn't have a collar on, but they're like these
Oh, it's
sonic
like a-
waves. Yeah. And I started using it.
he's
One,
pissed at
the
you.
barking is much better.
I know, but look at, he's like kind of,
But he also totally left me mid-podcast, but it's fine.
I know. And he's snuggling up to Randy, which he never does.
Actually, he kind of loves Randy.
Does he?
Yes.
don't
Yes. You know, Randy just has that wonderful fatherly nature with Mr. Nugget,
There
too.
you go. So for us raising daughters, so what I was thinking is, who has to foster this whole relationship with a father-daughter? And it's the mom.
Well, especially maybe
We have to give ourselves a little pat on the back.
We do.
Because, I mean, the dads are great.
But they don't have periods and they don't have hormones.
Right.
So sometimes I have to bust in and be like, hey,
Yeah.
she's got her period
Just
today.
chill.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on the burner.
Oh my
Put it
God,
on
look
the
at
back
this.
burner.
Look at this.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's so cute.
Shannon, you got to get a picture of that.
So the fostering of that relationship is us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're doing great.
And even in the same time when a dad is just being a dad,
Yeah.
and your daughter's like, ugh.
Yeah.
We have to be like, but it's your
okay.
dad. He loves you. It's fine.
Just
Yeah.
stop it. Or,
Yeah.
Why does dad have to travel? Well, so that we can have dinner, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like, oh, bummer. Dad can't be at everything sometimes.
Yeah.
And you got to make the concession like, yeah, because he's working.
Kylie and Chris are going on this fishing trip
Yeah.
together. This will be the most alone time the two of them have ever had. Because I don't travel for work.
Right.
Like I might go on a girls' trip, right? But typically during that girls' trip, there's like play dates and stuff that are like,
Yes.
you know, or whatever was brought up. Or Kylie's got a job and she's got her own friends. You know, this is like one-on-one dad-daughter time
For 6 days, right?
for 6 days.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
In 6 days, not like when I take Kylie on a trip and it's like, we're in New York City, we're in
gonna go
Chicago,
shopping.
we're doing this,
Yeah.
we're doing that. It's like one-on-one dad time in a boat fishing. They're going to have a great time.
They're going to have great.
But it's never been that much like outdoors in Kylie's space
So
either.
are they near a major metropolitan area?
No. Not
So
even
Chris
remotely
can't
close.
be like, all right, time out.
I'll just take you to
shopping.
Lululemon. No, not at all. No, he can take her shopping for Northern Pike.
Okay.
In the lake.
Okay.
No. So they'll fly into Winnipeg from when they're on their way there, they do spend the night in Winnipeg and then get on a plane the next morning where they get dropped off and then have to get in a boat and then like be in a boat for like an hour and a half to the cabin. It's like on a little island.
Okay.
And then cabin will be main camp. But then during the day, like you go out and you go fishing all day long. And then you catch enough fish so that you can have shore lunch. But it's catch and release up there except for what you're going to eat.
Okay.
Like you can't take any of this home. It's not like Alaska.
Do they have any sides?
So yeah, so part of like the all-inclusive experience of this trip is like there's like food at camp.
Okay.
Right. But like I'll have stuff packed for Kylie, like gluten-free bread
Okay.
and like special like paper that you put the bread in so it can go in a communal toaster, like that kind of stuff. But then there'll be like meat and like I think some vegetables.
Okay.
But yeah,
Any other
shore lunch.
people?
Yes. So my
Oh,
father-in-law,
okay.
Casey's taking the two
Oh.
boys, and then Cody. So it's Grandpappy Chuck,
Mm-hmm.
his 3 boys, and then 2 of his boys are bringing their kids. Cody's
Okay.
kids are way too small still
Yeah.
to go on a trip like this. But yeah, so Lisa and I are like kid and husband free.
Oh my God.
I know.
You girls are going to be at the 702 every night.
God, are you kidding me? No, I mean I'm gonna go up north and
sleepovers.
visit Kay for a couple
Oh, good.
days. We're gonna like golf and like hang out, and then when I get home, I don't know. I'm either gonna do
Wait,
all
when
the
you get
things. The evening of the 2nd.
Okay. Why leave on the 2nd?
I know this was very poorly. Your trip was very poorly planned.
Yeah.
We should have discussed these dates.
Yeah.
Way in
Just come
advance.
to Miami.
I could just turn around and fly to Miami. Nugget loves Florida.
Yeah, just bring him to Miami.
Yeah.
We
But
have some cool dinners planned. I
do
think.
you?
The kids
Oh my
have
gosh.
dinners planned for
That's
us.
awesome. I can't wait to hear about your trip. Oh, here's our little announcement. We are not filming next week. So the week of July 7th will be a repeat episode of Angie's menopause
Oh, good.
episode.
Good. Which
So-
is needed.
Which is needed after my blood bomb that I had teaching bar Thursday morning. You'll hear all about it on the podcast.
We had so many different points to go into, but definitely dating and marriage and
Yes.
looking further ahead with your dad is like critical. Like, so I think you either go one way. You went your way where you're like, I need to find somebody like my dad. Or you look the opposite way where I said, I need someone completely the opposite of my own dad. You know?
Yeah. I will say when Chris and I got married, when we found out when we were having Kylie, he was like, I really hope I have a relationship with our daughter, like the relationship I have with your dad. I was like, one, I hope that you two don't have to go through what we went through.
Right.
So you have to do that like right from the get-go. And I will say, now granted, there was a phase Kylie went through where she was like, my dad, bleh,
Well,
you know?
doesn't every girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has now embraced like who he is, what he does for a living, how that affects her, whether it's, a bonus or whether, whatever. But
Or a
like,
burden.
when he would go undropped, she'd be like super bummed that her dad was gone. That when the show would come out, she would refuse to watch it. Where the sons of people that he would, do this TV show with love to watch. Like, there's my dad. Hey, my dad was the camera guy on this show. Where Kylie would be like, nope, because it would just remind her of him being gone.
Yeah.
So
She's probably a little mad.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for her to see her dad like in her element and is in his element when they're on their fishing trip.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, that's just going to set the tone for her when she goes away to school in the fall.
Yep. So, although the boy that she's seeing right now,
Do you like him?
I do
Can we
like
talk about him?
Well, we can talk about it. I'm not going to say his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's really sweet.
Okay.
He's my favorite thus far.
So is he going to school in the fall?
He
somewhere.
is. He is. He's
Yeah,
going
somewhere.
to. He's going to a community college to play baseball. That's like the new thing. Like that's what baseball boys do now.
Okay.
Right. This is their junior A for hockey.
Got it.
They go to like a community school to play baseball and then hope to like go elsewhere. So, and where he's going is only 45 minutes from Big Rapids. How convenient. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
You never know. Things could change. With a flash of a pan. But right now, I would say that they're very cute, very sweet, and they like get along and they like do stuff.
Yeah.
She would
key.
have boyfriends that would just be like lumps on a log.
Yeah.
And all they would want to
Can we
do
hang
is
out
like
in our basement?
like snuggle.
Okay. That sounds
Yeah. No.
like you're not going to learn anything.
Like they got the Wii out and they like
Yeah.
have competitions like playing,
Yeah.
Wii baseball, Wii golf, Wii tennis. And they like go do things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
It got me kind of excited. So last night I went down this really not dark. It was a fun hole.
Okay.
So also we have another memorial this weekend, my friend Bill. And so I was looking at the service and all that we have to, that I have to go to. And then it got me thinking about all the people that are going to be there. And I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder who I'm going to see from school. And then I went down this really rabbit hole-y thing about different people that I might see. And it brought me back to Ferris's page and their the alumni spotlight of the year, like the people that were going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame for Ferris. The only thing is I was never notified of that and never, asked.
No
if I
one
would
called
love
you
to
out.
be
So it's
in
really
the
funny.
Hall of
I have a
Fame.
picture somewhere of there's a wall of like notable like Ferris grads, and I took a picture of Chris pointing at it like at orientation day, like why the fuck am I not on this wall, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's crazy. So I'm standing in line. Oh, I was standing in line with Kylie so that she could get her student ID, and we're just talking. And one of the girls running orientation came over and was like, "Yeah, no parents. Like you can go stand over there." I want to be like, first of all, like we're just having a conversation. It's not like I'm helicoptering her, but whatever. So I go over and I'm, kind of perusing the other tables, like other stuff
What do you
that
mean
we can.
she said no parents? Like
I couldn't
in
stand
a
in line with Kylie to get her student ID. Like I get it when she goes into like the room.
You know what? That'd be great if you're like stepbrothers in her student ID picture. That would be the true definition of helicopter.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like standing over like with other parents and like perusing tables. And then I ran into this dude, Donnie, who I went to college with. His daughter is going to be a freshman at Ferris.
That's awesome.
Right? So So that was kind of funny. And then just like and then obviously bumping into him throughout the day.
Yeah.
Finding out his daughter's going to be in the same dorm.
Aw.
You know, like it's just like super
So
small
fun.
world.
Yeah.
And then I was like, we need to take a selfie because I was texting with Tessa and Aurelia.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they need to know that I ran into you.
Oh, that's cute.
So, yeah. But
Yeah, so it'll be interesting, emotional, I'm sure, but like really cool to see some of the old Bulldogs back
yeah.
together again.
Get them all to come back for homecoming.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people are still around, like it's weird. It was 1990, from like the span that Bill graduated in 94, I graduated in 95. So probably the span is like graduated in 91 through 96, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of those people are not the same.
No,
It's
but
weird.
The fact that you had such a tight knit group, right? That
and
group,
he was a Pike.
Yeah.
So he was the president of the Pikes. So it was interesting. My friend Luke wrote on Facebook a really sweet remembrance of Bill, and he was like, he was president of Lambda Chi, and the Pikes were like rivals. I never knew that. Anyway, they were just talking about his relationship, how it blossomed with Bill. Like they both were entrepreneurs, and it was really well written. And how he's like, hopefully all the brothers will come together, and I know they will. And he started chapters in Dallas and in Florida.
like alumni chapters.
Alumni chapters. Yeah. Yeah. He was really active in it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see who we end up seeing there.
No, yes. I mean, you hate that this is the circumstance that people come together, but I think it will be healing and a great moment for everybody.
And who knows who's going to be at homecoming.
Yeah. All right. So now we talk about this week's wine. So first of all, I brought a Pinot Noir. Miko didn't even look at the label.
I didn't.
Normally is
I'm usually anti-Pinot Noir.
okay, but you didn't mind this one.
No, it was good.
Right?
It's heavier. It's a heavier Pinot Noir.
It is a heavier Pinot. Yeah. I did open it up. I mean, I came in at 1 and we filmed at 3. I opened it up then.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a young Pinot. It's from France. French friends introduced us to that.
Okay.
Us to this, but it's kind of smooth. There was a tiny bite in that first sip, and then it just kind of like
Smoothed
mellows out.
It's good.
I don't know how to pronounce any of this, but we'll have a picture.
Okay.
But from Eastman Party Store, a Tuesday wine. It is $20, everybody. Woo! Yeah.
good.
But so our friends, Philippe and Stephanie, who live here in town, their friends came over from France to visit for a little while. They buy this directly from the winery, but kind of like how we do Kellum, like they have like old stuff like sitting in their cellar. And he was like, actually, this 22 tastes better than like the 13. We've been drinking
Really?
at home.
Okay.
Wild, huh?
Yeah, it's good. It's
So,
good.
Well, good. I'm glad you like it.
Maison Louis.
Yeah.
Couture.
No. So
How
I
do you
got it
say
from
it?
Eastman Party Store. My little background is that our French friends introduced us to it. I would never have gone to this section of Eastman Party Store if
Right.
it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
So no,
That's
I like
good.
it, and it's a great Tuesday wine to have on hand. Yes, it is a little heavier than a normal Pinot. Like you can't like really. Well, now that we only have a couple sips left, you can see through it. But
Yeah.
it's
It's good.
yeah. So
Nice.
there you go, Tuesday wine.
Now
So-
we can talk about our
Ooh,
what's our favorite?
Our favorite thing of the week.
Yeah.
So, wait, what are we doing? Like, what's like that new newscaster thing?
I can't find.
Yeah.
Our favorite thing of the week. Do you want me to go first?
You can go first, yeah, because I'm intrigued. I have no idea what this
Okay,
is.
so mine is Perplexity AI,
Okay.
the app. So it's different than ChatGPT,
Okay.
and then it does deep research. So you have to get a membership is the only downside.
okay.
I mean, it's whatever, $10 a month or whatever. But you can, like for Glow, I wanted to research some stuff about just specifically in Michigan, what's happening with
Like aesthetically.
aesthetically.
Okay.
With, a certain category that we're looking into or expanding. I wanted a breakdown of pricing. I wanted a breakdown of sources. I wanted to see how many people were doing it. Like, you can get really granular with your research. So that's why I loved it. I was like, holy shit, this is like a lot of information that we can now take and use for us to either move forward or not.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's going to save a lot of money.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay. I love it. So it's obviously a website, but it's also an app.
It's an app too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So once you log in with, I think I logged in with my Gmail,
okay.
then it gives you the option to download the app.
And is it like ChatGPT where you're like, this is who I am, this is what I'm looking for,
Pretty
these
much.
are my
I think
goals.
it saves like the searches for sure. And then I'm sure I've only tapped into it just a tiny bit, but you can it's more, instead of using Google for your questions or research, it can like pull everything. You know how Google, you're like,
sometimes it doesn't really give you an answer.
No,
it
just
has
like
that new
keep
AI bot at the top,
scrolling.
but it's not always like what you need to figure out.
It's not truly like, what's Google's version of AI? Is it
Google.
Is that what it is?
But their actual, when you search,
Yeah.
oh, it's like Google Assistant.
Oh, it's Gemini, right? Is it Gemini or no? Google Assist? Gemini. Anyway, I'm super into how can AI make my life better
Yeah.
era.
No, embrace it.
Yeah.
For sure. Right. And I think in certain scenarios like this, it can take some of the guesswork out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For research purposes.
Yeah.
And to figure out like who's doing what in your market, Perplexity is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's yours?
Mine is, it's not really for me. I just bought this for Kylie because I feel like, you got to start buying shit a little bit ahead of time for your kids leave for school. So that you're not spending like $1 bazillion 3 weeks before. I got her, because it kept showing up in my Instagram feed, the Sleepyhead mattress for her dorm room. Okay.
Yes, it is worth it.
Is that the same one
Yes,
you got for Alex?
yes.
Because it's got like the copper and like the cooling thing, and
And then it ties to the actual mattress.
ties to the actual mattress. So I took it out of the box because I wanted to be like, is it worth the hype? Right. So one, I'm glad I took it out
Like
of
a
the box.
Tempur-Pedic, right?
Yes. And you know what? Parents, take it out of the box because it smells like a furniture store when it first comes out, right? So let it air out a little bit. But then once it like came to full form, I laid on it on the living room floor. It was so comfortable.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even on a mattress. It was on the floor,
Yeah.
a hard floor. So, and even though she probably won't have a twin extra long bed after her freshman year, that's a good thing to keep around if someone does need to sleep on the floor.
Actually, we bought it for Alex, and then she kept it, and
Yeah, now
Evie's
Evie
gonna
gets to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I 100%, they always have like a discount. Right now they have a discount
an
called like
investment,
Student
but
20.
totally
it's
worth it.
expensive. Could you probably find something cheaper on Amazon or something?
I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure you can. But this one has the reviews. It looks like it's going to hold up. You
And
know?
also, parents, it will ensure your daughter sleeps in her own bed.
Yeah, make sure that her bed is as comfortable as
That's right.
possible. Yeah,
That is right.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's my new thing, right? Not really for me, but I think for me and knowing that my kid is going to be comfortable because
Yes.
we all know that I'm very much having a hard time.
Yes.
Just on the empty nest situation. So making sure that she's happy and comfortable as possible. So that if I am finding the new Katie era and I'm having the time of my life, I don't have someone like sobbing on the other end. My bed is uncomfortable. It's not nice.
Yeah.
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 Making sure that she feels comfortable in her space.
Right.
But met her roommate at orientation. Her
Cute.
roommate is wonderful. They'll mesh so well together because there's so much of them that are alike and there's just enough few things that are different.
Yeah.
Where there's like good balance, I feel. So
So
and even
are
the mom
they-
and her mom and I were like, this will work out.
So
just
are they
right.
both going to rush? And do they rush in the fall or the winter?
They rush in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then I was really excited. So there was a girl working orientation. And, because she's working orientation, right? She can't talk about what sorority that she's in or anything like that. And the kids were doing an icebreaker. And Kylie's like, oh, no, I'm totally rushing in the fall. And she's like, you are? Oh, my gosh, I'm in a sorority. I totally think that you should. And she goes, do you know anything about like Greek life at Ferris? And she's like, well, not right now. She's like, but my mom went to Ferris. My mom was an AZD. And she was like, oh, AZDs have a really big presence on campus. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to hear that.
You're so proud.
TFJ girls, TFJ.
Aw.
So, yes, so very excited for that. But I mean, yes, I want her to go to Rush. I want her to figure it all out on her own. But, you know, if they have such a good presence on campus, like, I feel like I know when you should go.
Yes.
So, yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see where they end up.
Yes.
Yeah. Evie says she's going to rush too. But Michigan doesn't rush till second semester.
You know, which I see I mean, I didn't rush till second semester because I was very undecided. You know, I mean, it is your fall semester.
Yeah.
You're like, oh God, I don't know.
I just got here.
Yeah. So there's something to be said about that. But the reason I went full force into it is because I was the kid that came to a new state, didn't know a single person. And, you know, yeah, I had a lot of great guys in the AutoCAD on my floor, but I'm like, these cannot be my only friends at Ferris.
Yes.
So joining a sorority was the best decision for me.
Yeah.
And these are like some of my lifelong girlfriends.
For sure.
And you've met them, right?
Yeah.
Like they're going to be a part
great.
of my life.
Yeah.
They're aunties to Kylie. You know, I'm like godmother to some of their children. So, yes.
Yeah. And Alex loves her sorority too. And I think Evie will.
Yeah.
It'll be
Well,
fine.
you being on the cheer team, it's pretty much the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's an
Yeah.
organized situation that you're in,
Yes.
and those
you
are
have
your people.
Yeah. So Evie has decided that she's going to be part of the Michigan Welcoming Committee. So you volunteer for Alex did the same thing. You volunteer, but it lets you move in like 2 or 3 days early. So
Okay.
you can beat all the crowd of all the people moving in at once, and then you help other kids. It's like a volunteer job.
Okay. So obviously Evie has learned that from Alex and knows that that's a good thing to do. How did Alex find out about it?
I think she saw it online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the power of social media,
Yeah,
right?
and she hated it. And she told Evie, don't do it.
Oh.
And then Evie's like, I know she told me not to do it, but I'm going to do it because I'm not trying to move in with everybody else. And it is a cluster. It was a cluster when we moved Alex in 3 days early.
You can only imagine.
I can
what it was
only
like
imagine
bulk day.
prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cluster. I mean, everyone double parks. Everyone's got their hazards on. People don't know what the fuck is happening. Ann Arbor has a lot of one-ways.
Yeah. Does
And so-
Evie know where she's living yet?
Yes, she just found out.
Okay. Is she happy?
No.
Oh,
She's living at North Campus,
okay.
which is like the anybody wants to live. But she'll survive. It's
she'll
great.
survive and she'll make the most of it.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
It'll be great. It will be great. Good for her.
Do you know there's a bus system for students in Big Rapids now? There was not that when I was there.
Yeah. Interesting.
Right?
Where does it go?
It utilizes Dial-A-Ride, but for students it's free
But where do they need to go?
around campus.
But it's not a big camp. Like
to
you
Meyer?
can walk, right?
Yeah, but like to Meyer.
Okay.
You know?
that's true.
Yeah.
To Meyer.
So
That's good.
yeah, maybe I should just have Kylie use that and be like, you don't need a car the whole 4 years.
That's
she's there."
true. Well, at least at first. She can manage.
No, just the first year. I feel very strongly it was big for me. I think it's big for a lot of kids. You fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Right? That's
and
part
then
of
you're just going to end
figuring
up with
things
a
out.
million parking tickets.
Oh my God. So this is really funny. So when we were at orientation, there was this whole thing about parking tickets. So back in the day, like they would pile up, right?
Yeah. And then they
And-
would put a wheel on your car.
Yes. So now after 3 tickets, they just start putting the tickets on your tuition bill.
Ooh.
So that your parents just pay them, or however your bill's getting paid it's just getting paid. And after 3 tickets, you don't get a boot. You get the thing that goes on your windshield.
What is that?
I don't know what it's called. It had a name, but it's literally like this big giant thing that gets stuck to your windshield so that you can't like see.
Oh, you
to
can't drive it. Oh. Why don't they just tow it?
After 3 tickets. 3.
So even if they're paid 3?
Well, so what happens
Or is
is
it
you've
unpaid
had
3?
3. This thing goes on your car, and then all your 3 tickets go on your tuition bill. So they need to get paid
Yeah.
before that thing comes off.
So Alex seems to have endless. All of a sudden, we'll get City of Ann Arbor. And we're like, why are we getting a City of Ann Arbor bill? And it's from her, and her reasoning is, it's from her tickets, but her reasoning is it's cheaper than paying to park.
But she's not paying to park. You're paying her tickets.
I know that.
Yeah.
Like, you're so smart in so many ways. That's so interesting, the reasoning.
But the amount of public transportation around Ann Arbor,
Endless.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, endless. Yeah. They have
But you
busing
want to know why?
system.
Because Randy's such a good dad. He's like, you know what? I'll take care of it.
He does. We do.
Strong daughter from the good father.
Yeah.
All
Anyway.
right.
All right.
Well, so we're going to take a week off. And then when we come back, we have Taylor and Haley from Glow
Yes.
on the podcast.
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
going to talk all things aesthetics.
They're going to give us the real deal on how
Yes.
things feel when it's injected into your face
Yep.
or lasered on your face.
They can talk about the things that they've done to our faces.
Yes.
And
each other's.
Yes. So we'll
Oh,
give you
and
the
we
full
just
411.
got NAD injections.
You did?
Yes.
So are you doing it like,
An IM.
so what does that mean?
So intermuscular.
Okay. So like a full on injection, not like the
Yeah.
bag.
So if we did the bag, we looked at both. If we
Okay.
did the bag, it's like ridiculous amount of time that it needs to drip.
Yes.
Or that's when you get your side effects.
Okay.
And they're nasty.
Okay.
Nasty side effects.
So
So
people say that they get really sleepy, they get tired,
yeah,
they
and they
feel
get sick. Yeah. So we don't have that kind of time
Yeah.
to waste, not waste, just to
But
let
it could
people
be
drip.
like an hour that someone's sitting there.
Oh, no, like 2 or 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like in
Okay.
chemo.
Okay.
You know, so we just are like, let's just do the IM.
Okay. All right.
So we're doing it.
Okay. So are we going to talk about the benefits with them when they're here?
Yeah, we
Okay.
will. Because I
Perfect.
don't really know them all.
Okay.
But I know it's good. It's good.
Okay.
For your brain health.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So you can get it now.
All right. Sign me up.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay. Peace.
All right. Bye.